I'm Sherry Elise of Sharing with Sherry, and this is your minute, maybe a little bit more motivation. So, as a lot of you know, this weekend I lived out a 25-year dream. I went and saw Oprah at her The Life You Want weekend tour, and literally have waited 25 years to see this woman. She gave me a voice at a very young age when I was sexually abused because no one was talking about it, and she did. And as a young girl who didn't talk about it, I had dealt with it, but I held everything in. And she gave me the voice, and she allowed me to see that other people had experienced the same thing. Anyway, so I've waited 25 years to see her and to be able to say thank you. And although I couldn't say it to her face, the love that was overflowing from my heart was thank you enough, and I'm sure she felt the love. Anyway, as I sat there, and I've gone to many motivational conferences, workshops, and most of them, and all of them up to this point, I cried because I knew that there was a part of me that was damaged. I cried because I knew how much work that I had to do. I cried because everything they were saying resonated so strongly in me and all the parts of me that were hurt. And this time around, I did cry as well. But I cried because I had done the work. I cried because all of those little holes and cracks that I was feeling before have now been filled by me, by God, by love. All of the things that I was so afraid of working on before, I have worked on. I am on the path, and I'm still growing, and I'm still loving, and I'm still learning, but I have healed. I am healing. I've healed, and it's not something that's overnight. People just want to get better overnight, but the thing is that you didn't get hurt overnight. You didn't build up those walls overnight. You didn't start to feel hopeless and fearful and unworthy. You didn't get that way, and so it takes practice. That's why it's called a spiritual practice. You have to do the work, but you're so worthy of the work. And the thing is, you have to do it every day, and the days that you don't do it, it's okay. Do it the next day. But you have to keep going and I was reading books. The first book I ever picked up was Conversations with God by Neale Donald Walsch. I had no idea why I picked it up, but I did. And something inside me stirred, and it made me feel better. And then I kept wanting to feel better. I wanted that same feeling over and over. And so I kept reading. And then I read another book. And then I started listening to lectures. And then I started doing things that were making my soul feel good because I got tired of feeling bad. I got tired of feeling and being tired of feeling hurt in my own life and choosing relationships and people that made me feel worse and choosing thoughts that made me feel worse. And yes, it is work, but anything that is worthy of your time is worth doing. You are worthy of the work. It's practice. Keep going, keep doing, and you can then sit and look back and realize how far that you've come. And the fact that I can look at myself in the mirror and see that 7-year-old girl that was abused, see her and not want to run from her, but be able to see her and love her and embrace her, and be able to see her this weekend sitting there with this huge smile on her face, on my face, knowing that we have walked through this, knowing that we have overcome it, knowing that we have moved past it, that we have taken it and we have used the experience. Your challenges are there to fortify you. They give you strength. It's like part of your resume. Okay, I've gone through this, I've gone through this, I've gone through that. And if you allow them to, they are the greatest tools you will ever have to be the best person you will ever be. So don't use them